From McCuty Fieldhouse, it's high school basketball on West Penn Community TV. Good evening, everyone. Boys basketball is the West Penn West Spartans and their home opener against the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes. Spartans coming off a 64-62 disappointing loss on opening day at Homestead. Aaron Tennis dropped 26. He's starting in the backcourt with Jack Miller and Emmanuel Wallace, who had 10. And the front court will be made up of Chase Melstrand, the senior, and fellow senior Lucas Broski, who also had 10. Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes with 2 double-digit scorers in 2 games. That's Jaden Jackson with 20 points, the junior at 6'3". In the backcourt, looks like J.D. Cohen and Drew Garcia. Swingman Kieran Heller and Colin Starker averaging 19.5 in 2 games. Blue Dukes in the blue, Spartans in the white with the sky blue. And here's the tip. It'll be claimed by the Spartans to start. And Emmanuel Wallace will bring it up. Guarded close by one of the few seniors, Drew Garcia, on a very young Blue Duke team, only 3 seniors on the roster, but they got a lot of their scoring from the junior class. As Chase Melstrand picked up his dribble a little early, needs to get rid of it to Wallace, top of the key. Wallace leans into it, backs it up. Dabrowski. New coach this year, Ryan Martinaire, first season for the Spartans. Facing Tabazora as Tennis puts up a shot and misses it. Rebound brought in by Colin Starker. And Jaden Jackson will push, and Jaden Jackson, spin move, gets knocked down. Pushing it up is Jack Miller. Tabazor moving on to Delavan Darien as Lucas Broski looking for the first points of the game. Too strong off the rim, it'll stay with the Spartans. Blue Dukes 1-1 coming in today. They've also disappointing 76-74 against Martin Luther for picking up a 53-50 win against Nicolay. Tennis. Last touch by the defender, that was J.D. Cohen. Blue Dukes coached by John Ricciardi. Broski. Over to Lelstrand. Top of the key for Tennis. Tennis once again 26 points against Homestead. Dishes the Wallace for the open 3. Long rebounds going to be brought in by Starker. And Jackson will try to get started here, right here. Axon. Over to Kieran Heller, guarded by Wallace. Now J.D. Cohen over to Jackson. Cohen one more time. And now Garcia. Jackson the ball fake into the double team. Underhand finger roll. And Jaden Jackson, first points of the game, 16:34 to go in the first half. Blue Dukes leading 2-0. Passing through the press as you should. Melstrand will attack the baseline, lost the handle. He had a step on Cohen. Wallace looking for his screen. Looks like they're facing a 2-3 zone. Over to Jack Miller, the 6'1 senior, into the corner. Trouble for Melstrand. Fighting to kind of keep it alive. Skip pass out, tipped by Garcia. Garcia still with it. Wallace pursuing from behind. And they're going to get a foul on Jack Miller. He got high on it. And I think the block itself was clean, but his arm fell through and got the arm. That'll be Miller's first. And I'll put Drew Garcia, 5'9 senior, to the line. Once again, only 4 seniors on this roster. As Garcia makes the first point. 3-0, 16:03 left in the half. Garcia's second shot. There it is. Press breaker on as we have an extended 2-2-1 press from the Blue Dukes. Tennis to Miller. Wallace will take it forward. Here comes the trap. Keeps his dribble. Over to Miller. Broski looks inside, back out to Miller. Broski gets the feed into the middle, fights through the contact, gets the bucket. Foul's going to be against Kieran Heller, his first, team's first. Team's first. Basket by Broski is good. He'll shoot 1. Broski will shoot the end one, the chance to cut it to 1, 15:32. Broski misses it. And last touched by Starker, he saves it. Jackson. Swung over to Kieran Heller. Heller with one dribble over to Jackson. Heller on the feed from Cohen, too strong. Chance for the first lead here for the Spartans. Wallace steps it back. Wallace in traffic. Nice move, couldn't finish. Starker the rebound. Starker will take it himself. Skids to his stat. Tries a barrel through, kick out. Jackson for three. Contested, missed it. And it'll stay with the Blue Dukes. In. Cohen looking inside. Over to Heller. Cohen one more time. Poked loose by Tennis. Tennis trying to push the issue. Cohen gets away from it for three. Yep. J.D. Cohen makes it 7-2. Getting close to the 10-second. Wallace gets it through. Stop and pop for Tennis. In and out. That rim is cursed, I swear. As Jace Jackson slows it down. Goes out. Starker. Starker's pass was deflected by Broski. Tennis will bring it up. And it looks like the zone is being replaced by a very loose help man-to-man as everyone's spreading it out. Broski fakes the three on the mismatch, has a jumper open. Yep. Lucas Broski has all four of his team's points. And the lead's cut to three with 13:35 to go. Cohen looking inside. And Starker's going to get the offensive foul as he dropped his shoulder down.
Offensive foul, number 24, Ryan Starker. That's his first. Team second. Landed not for the Spartans.
Landed not in for the Spartans.
Spartans ball.
Spartans, not much for the three ball so far today. Getting him the first touch, Landon Dot. He had 6 points in the loss to Homestead. Wallace over to Miller, back to Wallace, swings to the Tennis. Tennis, ball fake inside, will take the jumper. Too strong, loose, brought in by Miller. Miller will take it in, contested. Broski the putback. Broski with all 6 of his team's points, and the lead is down 2-1. Garcia now with it in the wing. Cuts inside, nice move, left the left hand. Drew Garcia with 4 points, and the lead's back out to 3. Spartans very methodical with the ball, moving Miller. Underneath the dot, Broski for another bucket, rolled off, and Garcia goes up and gets Broski for the foul. Broski reaching in, kind of got Garcia on the arm. That'll be Broski's first teams. Second, confirmed.
Team's second.
The number flashing was 1 up there on the scoreboard for a second, but now it says 2. 9-6, as coming out is Jack Miller coming in. Making his first appearance here is Brad Weber.
Brad Weber for the Spartans.
Inside of 12 minutes, Jackson will bring it up. Garcia thought about the 3. Brad Weber had to come out for him. He kicked it out. Here's Cohen looking for a shot. He gets it out to Starker. Starker skip past Garcia, will penetrate, kick out. Jackson for the jumper from the baseline. Yep. Jaden Jackson with 4, and the lead goes out to 5. Weber gets it inside looking for Landon Dot, tap loose, ball still loose on the floor. Defensive effort there by Kamarian Ivory, the sophomore. Garcia kick out to Starker. Whitefish Bay trying to build a lead here. Ivory with the basketball to Jackson. Starker looking inside. Underneath, the Ivory has nothing, kicks it out. Cohen, Starker swings it. Garcia thought about the 3. Gets it out to Jackson. Jackson, when you're on, you're on. He's got 6, and the lead is 7, a 13-6, 10:35 to go. And we had a foul. Foul's on Jaden Jackson. That's his first, team's third. Wallace gets a break. Coming in is Alex Ean. Spartans now, if I do my counting correctly, 3 deep under their bench. For a rotation of 8, 10.5 till halftime. Ean getting his first touch there, goes to Weber. Weber looking inside. I think it was dribbled a little early, but he got it away to Ean. Dot got it loose with the Ivory anticipated. Ivory goes underneath. Everyone's bunching up in the Spartans. He just spread out. Tennis. Ivory poked it loose again, but Tennis tracks it down. Inside of 10 minutes now. Broski. Dot has to back it up. And the Spartans calling for a timeout from the bench. The coach Ryan Madnair wants to talk this one over as the Spartans look a little confused out there. Spartans get the ball coming out of the timeout, called by head coach Ryan Madnair with 9:43 left. Things did look a little sloppy out there, and he wanted to get some order out there onto the court. Tennis, Dot, Weber. Recently checked in Melstrand for Broski. And Ean on the court for the Spartans. Tennis keeps his dribble. Nice get rid of there by Melster just in time. Ian tries it, missed it, and Starker using his size to bring down the rebound. Ivory. Gauging. And Starker will try a 3. That doesn't bounce. Weber slapped it loose, and Ian tracks down the loose ball. And we have a kick ball with 8:49 left in the half. Weber looking in. Dot, skip past Weber, sets up a 3 from the big man, bounces high. Jackson pulls it down. Up ahead to Garcia, transition. Doesn't have the numbers, slows it down. Up top to Ivory. Garcia back out to Ivory. Dot. Swung all the way to Ivory. Ivory in traffic. Nice move on the skip around. And Kamari and Ivory keeping the pivot foot down. And it's a 9-point game, 15-6. Weber. And Ian lets it develop, gives it to Tennis. Ian will swing it to Dot. Dot fakes it, back to Ian. And Melstron from the yellow. Chase Melstron cuts the lead back down to 7, 15-8. And Melstron, the first player on this Spartan roster here today to score points besides Lucas Broski. He's got 6. 75% of his team scoring. Jackson posting up, double team, and he draws a foul.
You get Dot for the foul, his first, team's third. Coming in for the first time tonight, Jacob Wagner. Going to give a break to Dot. Ryan Carew, the sophomore, comes in to give a break to Drew Garcia, who's having a pretty decent night. Heller penetrates, kicks it over to Starker. Nice look. Colin Starker gets his first points. And it's back up to a 9-point lead, 17-8. 7:15 to go. Broski up top. Getting his first touch is Jacob Wagner. Wagner fakes a three. Doesn't take a dribble. Tennis will take a dribble. And we have a 3-second violation as it looks like Chase Meltzer playing the high post, put his foot on the line. Broski returns, giving Wagner a break. We have a 5-second violation as Ivory couldn't get it in. And a bad pass in by Malmstrom's picked off by Ivory. Whitefish Bay doing a pretty good job at the defensive end, but neither team scoring particularly a lot. Nice look inside as Jackson finds Ariska Chicken Joe Brunner, the 6'5" center, a sophomore, who blundered his way in there. First double-digit lead of the day for Whitefish Bay. And Nelson tried to get it in. It was bounced off. And a nice stop there. But here comes Ivory off the deflection. And the lead is up to 13. There's the kick out. Tennis for three for the response. Off the mark. Rebound brought in by Wagner. Tries to do it in traffic. Too strong. Jackson the rebound. Inside of 6 minutes. Jackson takes it to the stop. Up ahead. Finds Ryan Carew. Jackson will reset it. Heller looking for development inside. For three is Carew. Long rebound brought in by Tennis. 5.5 till halftime. Tennis backs it up. Tennis will take the seam. He's foul going up. There's going to be a blocking foul on Carew, his first, team's fourth. Clean game so far, 5:24 to go until halftime. Tennis will shoot two. Still looking for his first points. Tennis makes the first one. Miller and Wallace return. So with the exception of Wagner, the starters are on. As Tennis made the second one. It's Tennis, Miller, Broski, Wagner, and Wallace on the court. And Heller, long rebound out there, brought down by Miller. It's out of 5 minutes till halftime. Wagner backs it up. Inside pass, Broski for three. Yep. Look as Broski has 9 points. And he cuts the lead back down to 8, 21-13 your score. Jackson over to Ivory. Ivory up top to Brunner. Ivory looking inside 4:20 until halftime. Heller, short, and it's going to be a foul on Brunner as Tennis got the rebound. Brunner's first, team's fifth.
Joe Brunner, that's his first. Team's fifth.
Starker returns for the Blue Dukes. Curtis Holbrook gets his first look at the court. We're nearing the 4-minute mark and remaining. Manuel. One dribble, Tennis for three. Trying to find his stroke, missed it. Jackson the rebound. I don't think Jackson's come out here yet. There's Jackson looking inside, tap pass. Heller comes up with it. Fade away is short, but he was fouled in the air. We're going to get a Manuel Wallace for it. Yep, his first, team's fourth.
His first, team's fourth. Kieran Heller at the line, shooting two.
So Heller will shoot. 2 shots, 3:48 to go. Can extend this one to double digits again if he makes them, and he makes the first one. Melstrid returns. We give Holbrook a break. And Heller made them both. Sub coming in. Cohen returns for the shooter Heller. Whitefish Bay going with a bigger lineup here. Wallace to Miller. Miller finds Broski top at the key. Melstrid fakes it, takes it, dribbles it back to the top. Broski, easy with it. Wallace in traffic, kicks it out, swung up. Broski fakes the three, will penetrate inside himself. Nice airborne shot, long rebound, tries to get it himself. Gets tied up with Jackson. 3:11 left, it's a jump ball, and it'll be Blue Dukes ball.
Possession, Blue Dukes.
Returning is Ivory. Giving a break to Brunner.
Blue Dukes ball.
Bringing it up is Garcia over to Ivory. Ivory, top. Cohen thought about it, gives it away. Starker to Ivory. Ivory, and he traveled. He had a good idea, but his pivot foot wasn't completely set when he made his move. 2:56 to go. It's a 10-point game, 23-13. Tennis goes underneath. Finally gets his first bucket of the game off the floor. Tennis now with 4. All his points previously came from free throws. (23-15). 2:27 until halftime. Starker. Doesn't take a dribble, just kind of watching. Cohen. Over to Jaden Jackson. Up top, Garcia. 2:03 left. Ivory. Cohen underneath. Ivory, nice move underneath. And he couldn't get the roll, but he was fouled underneath. We're going to get Miller for his second.
Spartan ball on Jack Miller, that's his second. Team's fifth. Ivory at the line, shooting two.
Ivory in and out. Didn't get the spun out of the rim.
Spartans Brad Weber returning.
Miller comes out. Brad Weber comes back in. 1:46 to go in the first half. And you got the second one. Ivory with 3. It's 24-15. Wallace escapes in traffic, tried to draw a foul, didn't get it, didn't get the bucket either. Starker comes up with a jump ball. It'll go to the Spartans. Blue Dukes wanted a foul. Not going to get one. Put underneath low. Wallace almost got another jump ball up top. Broski thought about several things, but did nothing with it. 1:26 to go. Tennis letting his options develop. Comes around the corner, over to Broski, fakes it, in traffic, got bumped, stays with it, tries it anyway, missed it. Starker the rebound. Jackson in transition the other way with the reverse hand. He spins it in. Jaden Jackson with 8. And the lead is back to double digits. 1:02 to go to halftime. 26-15. Skip pass over to Tennis. Broski tries to go up, gets rid of it. Weber bounced it up over the backboard, but it didn't touch anything, so it's still playable. 40 seconds till halftime. Jackson backs it up. Garcia thinks about the 3, goes for it. Long rebound. Jackson tapped it. Starker comes up with it. 22 seconds. Underneath for Ivory. Nice look. And they're going to get Melstrin for his first. Team 6th.
Spartan ball, Chase Melstrin. That's his first. Team 6th. Mari Ivory, shooting 2.
Ivory shooting 2 again, and now he's 1 for 3 as he bricks the back of the rim on that one. Ivory's second shot goes, so both trips to the line. He missed the first, makes the second. 27-15, 20.2 to go to halftime. It's in. Wallace to Tennis. Wallace over to Tennis, 15 seconds left. Broski inside, Melstrin underneath. Starker called for the foul. That'll be Starker's second. Looked fairly clean to me, but I didn't have the angle of the official from behind who says that it was arm-to-arm contact.
Team 6, Chase Melstrin at the line, shooting 2.
Melstrin's first shot will go. Melstrin now with 3, leads down to 11, 27-16, and ironically 11.6 seconds remain. Heller comes in. Starker with 2 fouls will sit down. Clearly attempt to help him avoid just picking up an extra one unnecessarily. Melstrin's second free throw goes. 4 for Melstrin, 10-point game. Here comes Garcia. 8 left. Underneath, he was looking for Cohen, and they're going to say it was tipped out by the Spartans. Ball's put in. 4 seconds. Jackson. And Ivory gets it away, but he doesn't get the bounce, so that will be the half. So the Spartans got some work to do. They trail the Blue Dukes 27-17 going into the locker room. You are watching high school basketball on West Bend Community TV. Blue Dukes get the ball coming out and to start the second half. Spartans trailing by 10. Let's see what the Spartans have up their sleeve here. Starting off here is Jackson. He goes to Starker. Cohen right back to Jackson. Jackson over space underneath. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Broski from behind. It is indeed Broski. It's his second, team's first of the new half. He's going to chase Melstrin. That is Melstrin's second. This puts Jackson to the line. Jackson swishes the first one. Jaden Jackson now with 9. Jackson sets up for his second shot. And already a 2-2-1 press back on for the Blue Dukes. Spartans just pass through it. Up ahead. Melstrin goes underneath. Broski evens it up. Puts the lead back down to 10 and 19 to 29. Garcia. Heller gets it to Cohen and goes to Starker. Starker looking inside, gets it to Jackson. Jackson mismatched underneath, but the double team comes, kicks it out top. Heller for the 3. In and out. And coming down with it despite the bump was Heller. Jackson underneath, missed it, gets his own rebound, goes back up, missed it, gets his own rebound again. Staying with it, missed it again. Starker gets the air ball, and Starker tries. That doesn't go either. I swear Whitefish Bay's shooting percentage dropped 20% on that one play alone. 16:45 to go. Melstrin for 3, that's off the mark. Whitefish Bay trying to reset after that rather colorful possession. Jackson's off the mark, it goes off the rim and rolls out. And Weber comes in.
Weber placing Melstrin.
Gets it in to Wallace. Wallace backs it up across. Miller. They're passing through as they should. Broski cross pass to Wallace. Underneath Weber. Tennis slows it down. Wallace. Broski gets it, kicks it out. Miller. Broski will try a 3. Too strong. Jackson the rebound. It's up to 16 minutes now. Jackson speeds up, takes it, trying to draw a foul. He does. They're going to get Miller for his 3rd.
Spartan ball on Jack Miller, that's his 3rd, team 2nd. Jaden Jackson at the line, shooting 2.
I put Jackson back to the line. He's got 10. It's the first one.
For the Spartans, landed Dot replacing Miller.
And that returns for Miller because Miller has 3, so they'll sit him for a few minutes. Made the second one, Jackson did. Spartans need to get some action from the floor. Whose ball is it? And it's going to be Spartan ball. Whitefish Bay's bench was convinced they got the ball. I think they're trying to make the case that Weber touched it last. The official said Jackson got it last. Weber was a little on the guilty side. And the official's call is the official's call. Dot trying to get it in, gets it into Weber. Skip pass out to Tennis. Weber for 3. Yes! Starker with the basketball in the corner, looking inside. He's been a bit quiet this half so far. Going against Broski into the double team, stays with it, and they wanted a blocking foul, but they got a foul on Weber in the air. Should be Weber's first. Team's 3rd of the half. It is indeed Weber.
Spartan ball on Brandon Weber, his first, team's 3rd. Cullen Starker's at the line, shooting 2.
saying something to tennis. We'll put Starker to the line. He's only got 2. He's been quiet tonight. First shot. On the mark for Starker. Ivory returns, giving Heller a break. Starker's second shot is in and out. Weber grabs the rebound. Wallace with the reset. Over to Broski. Weber tried to go baseline. Ivory cut it off. Tennis up against Cohen looking for some space. Jumper is in and out. Starker grabs the rebound. And Garcia for 3. Nailed it. Garcia's first points for the New Hampshire. He's got 7. Leads up to 12. 34-22. Tennis. And stolen from behind. Knocked loose by Cohen. Ivory back the other way. Draws the foul in the air. And Jackson tried to go for the foul dunk. And it was Dot on the foul. His second. Team's 4th. I'll put Ivory to the line. He's 2 for 4 today. And just like his last 2 trips, he missed the first one. Second shot is in. So once again, Ivory misses the first, makes the second. It's a consistent pattern. He's got 5. And the lead is 13. 35-22, 14-18 to go. Wallace backs it up, goes to Tennis. Wallace across. Weber looking in, back out to Wallace. Wallace lost the handle, but Broski tracks it down. Post move, and doesn't get the bounce. Starker the rebound. Garcia over to Starker. Starker looking in. Underneath, Jackson gave it right to Broski. He gives it to Wallace. Wallace staying with it. Goes to Tennis, guarded by Cohen. Broski fakes it, goes underneath. Stolen loose by Cohen. The Littler Cohen goes the distance. We got a timeout called by the Spartans as they now are trailing by 15. It'll be a full timeout, it looks like. Spartan ball coming out of the timeout. In the last exchange, they've now scored 8-3 since about the 15.5 mark. They trail by 15, 37-22. Dean needs to get it across the timeline, getting close. And it's a 10-second violation. Dean couldn't get it across in time. Good pressure there by the Blue Dukes, who are trying to blow this game wide open. Puts it into Jackson. Jackson, nice move inside. Wallace got the clean block. Starker looking inside, trying to get the Jackson. He's going to be kicked out by Broski. Her name's Wagner. Weber. And a bad pass. Ball still loose. And it'll be Spartan ball.
Spartan ball.
Carew returns, giving Jackson a break. It'll It'll be Spartan ball because it wasn't touched. It'll be inbounded from the last spot. Press breaker on. Spartans pass it across. Broski over to Wallace. Bit of a hard pass, but Wallace is able to handle it. Dean. Moss up top. And stolen away by Ivory. Good hands by Ivory. Back the other way. Wallace with the reach-in foul. Bobby Wallace's second personal, team's fifth, I believe. Melstrin coming back in. Give Broski a break. Put it into Garcia. Garcia thinks about it. Guarded close by Wagner. Blue Dukes swing it across. Here's Cohen. Finds Garcia. Had a chance for a shot. The defender coming. Goes in. I'm going to say the foul's on the floor. That'll be the team 6. Blue Dukes don't have a foul yet this half. It's going to be against Wagner, his first. Indeed, team 6. They go up top to Carew and swung over. Here's Cohen, Ivory, Carew, and Starker. Starker goes baseline into the double team, kicks it underneath. Carew for 3. On rebound, tapped around, and we have a loose ball foul, the first against Bay. We're going to get Ivory for his first.
That's his first. It's the team's first of the second half. The Spartans, Curtis Holbrook for Landon Dot.
Holbrook returns to give Dot a break. There hasn't been a field goal in over a minute here. And Garcia grabs it, gets it back to Cohen across. Carew, layups off. Ivory's layup misses. Rebound brought in by Melstrin. Ian bringing it up. Wallace to Ian. Wallace again left wing. Underneath, has to back it up. Wagner tapped it. Wallace back it up, going up top to Melstrin. Stolen by Carew. Carew in traffic. Gets it. Carew's first points. Wallace just keeps it in bounds. That was close to 10 as Wallace just got across the timeline. Wagner up top. And give it to Holbrook. Holbrook may have gotten a piece of Cohen's face. Kick up top. Wagner for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound brought in by Cohen. And almost a steal there by Melstrin. Starker comes up with it. Throws it too hard for Garcia. Jackson comes back into Cohen a break. Goes across. A nice move underneath the tennis. Gets it to Melstrin for the bucket. Melstrin's first points of the new half. He's gotten the Spartans' first points of the new half. Garcia on the left wing. And a bad pass. Substitutions around as Broski returns to give Holbrook a break.
Heller returns for the Blue Dukes. 39-24. Wallace, Dabrowski thought about it, brought it back down. Wallace, tennis for three. In and out. Dabrowski the rebound, goes back up, missed it. And they're gonna get Dabrowski for the reach. That'll be Dabrowski's second, team 7, that's a bonus. With 9:10 to go, you don't really want to put the Blue Dukes to the free throw line too often. But that's what's gonna happen.
Kieran Heller at the line. Shooting bonus.
Heller at the line shooting the 1-on-1. Heller gets one. Shots off, brought down by Melstrand. Wallace. Inside, and there's a foul underneath. Shots waved off. Waiting on the official call. They're gonna put this one on Heller. Second, team second. Turning runner comes back in for Starker. And it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Blue Dukes ball. Whitefish Bay with a comfortable 16-point lead. No reason to rush it just yet. Heller up top to Ivory. Carew. Tap pass. Heller brought it in. Jackson. The Brunner. Just running the motion. Jackson. Now Heller at the right wing. Jackson one more time. Ivory looking inside. Carew thought about it, back out the Brunner. Jackson trying it in. Too strong. Rebound brought in by Dabrowski. Secures it. Ivory contested. Tennis with numbers up ahead. Wagner thought about it. Back out the Tennis. Tennis. And he traveled. Reestablished his hold on it as he almost left his feet. 7:45 to go. It's 40-24. Starker comes back in for Ivory. So Jack Miller returns. And a lob down. Jackson comes back to get it underneath. Here's Carew. Nice pass. Jackson was obviously going for the exclamation point, but couldn't get there. Tennis to Miller. Looking inside to Melstrand. Melstrand on the mismatch to Miller for three. Off the mark. Starker the rebound. Whitefish Bay taking their time here is Heller. No hurry, 18-point lead. The count's on, however, so they go to Starker. Starker, kick out. Heller for three. Yes! And Dabrowski in transition, the feed from Melstrand. Dabrowski now with 11. Heller up top. 19-point game, 45-26, 6:13 to go. Lob inside, Brunner on the runner. I just made a rhyme, and Brunner just makes the 2-point bucket. Lead is up to 21, 47-26. Melstrid pulled a Michael Jackson move there as he went down. They're going to say he was fouled. Jaden Jackson for his second, team's third, so no shooting here. And Carew gets an ovation from the Whitefish Bay faithful. 4-point performance. A lot of work on the defensive end. 5:58 to go. Broski looking in. Broski, nice move inside, and we have a foul. And Brunner on his second, team's fourth. That'll put Broski to the line. Once he makes the front end. And Broski made them both. Cuts the lead down to 19 yet again, 47-28. Broski, I misspoke earlier, he has 15 now. Recently checked in, that's Andrew Clements. I'm gonna say junior. Jackson. Heller. Starker. Skip underneath. Brunner on the runner one more time. I could say that all day. That was a beautiful move as Starker. Good job of reading Brunner's cut inside. It's a 21-point game, 49-28, 5:14 to go. Things are looking a little bleak for the Spartans right now. Weber, stolen by Jackson. Brunner. We have a timeout called by Whitefish Bay. 4:46 to go. And the Blue Dukes putting in some subs. Number 22, Sawyer Nathan. One of the 4 seniors out there on the court. Spartans taking out Broski, putting Weber back in. And number 2, Nolan Prescott. Starker. Heller. Underneath, Starker goes, gets rid of it. And a nice look underneath for Sawyer Nathan. 51-28 the score. Underneath and trying to force it up there was Jack Miller. And a steal there by Nathan. Up ahead, Jackson slows it down. 3:45 to go. Nathan underneath, nice look with the left hand, but he couldn't finish. Ball's loose, and there you got Nathan for contact underneath. I mean, Nathan, his first, team's 5th. So no shooting, 3:36 to go. Checking in for the Spartans, number 23, Nate Wake, and Tristan Helgeson. And Alexine returns. So it looks like the Spartans are going to clear the bench and let this one play out. 3:36 to go. almost heard a slap there. Ian backs it up, giving a touch here to Nate Wake. Looking inside there was Helgeson. Kick out from Prescott, and a three there by Miller is off the mark. Rebound brought in by Starkey. .310 to go. Taking it in and banking it in is Jaden Jackson. 13 points for Jackson, a bit of an off night for him considering his start this season. 53-28 the score, 2:46 to go. Ball movement here with the Spartans. Ian passes it up top. Ball fake by Miller. Steps in. 2:22 to go. Ian fakes the swing pass. Miller the attack. In traffic. He's fouled. He'll shoot. Foul will go against Starker. His third, team 6, so not bonus yet. Miller will shoot. 2:16 to go till it's officially in the book. And mass substitutions, the Whitefish Bay pulling out Starker and Heller. Jackson as well. Coming in is Evan Provencher. John Wysocki. Three ball on the way and off the mark from Miller. Rebound brought in by Helgeson, who's fouled going up. Sawyer Nathan for his second. And a point on there for Helgeson. Holbrook comes in to relieve Miller, 2:08. So Broski finishes with 15 to lead the Spartans here. Been brought in by Prescott. He has to get rid of it. Ian. Three ball on the way. Helgeson in and out. Helgeson gets his own rebound, kicks it out. Ian top of the key. Prescott tries to go underneath, looking for Helgeson on the cutter, but it got past his hand. 1:51 to go. And Peter Kopp's also checked in, a 6-foot junior, wearing number 5 for the Blue Dukes. 1:48 to go until it's officially in the book. Nathan, ball fake, up to the top to Peter Kopp's. Evan Provencher. Nathan one more time, and they say he traveled. 1:27, left until it's officially in the book. The Spartans had a pretty valiant effort here, but Blue Dukes a little more consistent, and the Spartans, both teams had shooting woes, but the Spartans had more of them, which is why the situation is as it is. Skip pass. Here's Holbrook. Double team. And did he travel? He did. 1:14 to go. Circle. 1:03 to go. Nathan gets it to Clements. Kopp's, Nathan inside, kick out. Three ball on the way, and short there by Wysocki. It'll be Spartans ball. .42 seconds till it's in the book. Helgeson, short. Rebound brought in by Provencher. Underneath, Nathan had a chance at it and tried to keep it in bounds, but he couldn't. 23 seconds till it's officially in the book. Spartans have one more turn. Nathan with the steal, keeps it in bounds. Provencher. I don't know, Whitefish Bay will try for another shot. We'll see what they do here. Clemens to Kops. Provencher, 9 on the shot clock. Kops. And it's like Whitefish Bay will just play this one out. 2 seconds, and here comes the buzzer, and there it is. For the Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes defeat the West Bend West Spartans by a score of 53-29 in the home opener of the Spartans. Thanks everyone for watching. Tom Staub is your cameraman. John Elke is the producer of these broadcasts, and the executive producer of all things coming out of West Bend Community TV is Patrick Dunn. Once again, I'm Nathan Kerner. On behalf of everyone here, thanks for watching, and tune in to the winter sports schedule and indeed the entire high school sports schedule all season long. This has been a presentation of high school athletics on West Bend Community TV.